In the D&D justice system, the players are represented by two separate but equally important groups: the Dixits, who investigate crimes, and the Bears, who prosecute the offenders. Here are their stories. This week on The Hapless Heroes.
Can you show the court where you were stabbed? Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I'll be your host and dungeon master for this evening. Let's get started by introducing the rest of my cast, starting on my eeny, meeny, miny left with Seb as Choomdaloom.
We didn't do it.
To his left, we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
I object, I think.
To her left, we have Mike as Brunner Brew Blitzbore.
I did it, but I'm supposed to tell him I don't remember, right? Because I don't remember. I did it, though, right?
To his left, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
Thank goodness we called the lizard.
To his left, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jam Jam is going to jail.
Oh, good. That's optimistic.
To his left, we have Francesco as Percival Flodhest.
This is a self-defense case, remember. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The lawyer seems confident, right?
And once again, we have special guest Jesse as Mio, the lizard lawyer.
Self-defense is a fundamental right. Remember that.
We left off at the beginning of a new courtroom drama. I may have messed up the judge's name at one point. I think I might have, but his name is Anders Harrison. I need to make sure I'm, just slightly separate from night
I get it now.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yeah.
It just clicked. It's been a week in not real time, but it just clicked.
Uh-huh.
And the Minotaur, I get. Well done.
Keep it in.
I mean, I can't do all of them, but I
know
think
it's great because the audience gets to essentially perceive
Roz?
Mike getting a joke
Roz?
a week later. Yeah.
As we left off, opposing counsel for the plaintiffs, Jokrin, a very famous lawyer from the Mother of Exiles, has come to represent the mimes today.
This ursine humanoid.
Yes.
Real bear.
Yep.
And we have Mio. Don't forget.
Yes.
We'll be fine.
Of course you do.
What is Mio's
Are we
core
cutting
chakra?
back into us? Are we cutting back into just like us still standing as that we were not told to sit at the end of the last episode?
I do remember that.
Like from the court, we all rose for the judge.
Yeah, we're there. Yep, everyone's standing. All right, you can all sit.
Oh, thank the gods.
Some people have gods. Some people have God. Some people have trees. Don't worry, it's fine. Sit down.
Put it on a t-shirt.
We all sit. Now, I remember saying that I gave Choom uppies. Choom, do you go on the chair now, or do you sit on my shoulder?
I'm sitting on your shoulder. The power armor they still let you have.
Yeah, so far no one has stripped me of any of my belongings, but at the same time, like I feel like we probably would have been asked to leave weapons outside of the courtroom, is my guess.
Why would you feel that? Why would you say that out loud?
I motioned to Judge Harrison just to be sure.
Judge Harrison, is it acceptable if the small ones amongst our group sit upon the shoulders of others for them to be visible to you?
We believe in equity in this courtroom. They can sit in such a way as they can see. Yes, they can sit on somebody's shoulders, uppies as they call it.
The common
Thank
nomenclature.
you for your permission of uppies, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Cochrane doesn't object to uppies.
No, John.
Jockrin.
Yeah.
Jam.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this should be a criminal murder trial. Why do I have a plaintiff and a defendant instead of a prosecutor here? Minotaur, what's going on here?
Well, sir, it seems that the mimes lawyered up very quickly, and they brought a case before the state could bring a case. So, by virtue of the legal principle known as dibs, the civil case is going to happen first.
Fuck.
Also
Thank you,
known as
Minotaur.
nose game.
Yeah.
What?
So this is a wrongful death suit. Okay. Plaintiffs, Jockrin, can you describe what's going on here? Why, yes, I can, Your Honor. In this court, we have an outrageous injustice, I say, that has been done. My clients attempting to perform a public service at great personal cost to themselves, attempted to relieve these people of the hazardous materials they brought aboard a civilian area aboard the ship.
What?
And for their efforts, they were attacked. For their efforts, they were murdered. This cannot stand. No, it shall not stand. I will prove it. I can see the floor, Your Honor. Okay, Neo, is it? Yes, Mr. Lizard Lawyer. You have an opening statement.
Judge Harrison, as you know, I have previously been a prosecutor in my career and recently switched over to protect those less fortunate. And what we have here is really a open and close shut case of self-defense.
Already done.
Clearly, the evidence shows my clients were attacked through no fault of their own at a nightclub on the flotilla by a violent gang well known for their various miscreant deeds throughout the flotilla. And my defendant's responses were a reflex to sudden and violent attack by the plaintiffs. And there's no evidence to show that there was anything hazardous to the flotilla, nor did the mime syndicate have anything outside of their own...
Objection! What now? What's this, Mr. Jockrin? What are we objecting to?
Objection in the opening statements.
Right.
I object! Object to referring to the mimes as a syndicate. Simple social club they are. A charitable social club, mind you. They even had a telethon last year. A telethon! Do you know how hard it is to have a silent telethon? And they did it. They raised dozens of dollars.
I would
dozens,
challenge,
I say, for the
I
children.
would challenge the credibility of this characterization of a criminal organization as anything other than that. It's well known throughout the flotilla that mimes are just a
Your Honor!
scourge
Your Honor, this is
upon...
This is profiling. This is profiling, and they do not have to sit for this. And I do not have to stand for this. Do I need to climb up on the bench and then sit
Is this...
so that I can be at the right height
Your
and not
Honor.
be standing
Your
for
Honor.
this?
Please.
Both of you.
Both of
Both
you.
of you. You're giving me a migraine. Mr. Jockrin, with your exuberance, and Mr. Mio with your sibilance. It's really getting at me from both angles here. So let's let's stop with the grandstanding. And Mr. Jokrin, now what is this that you allege that the defendants were carrying with them? Well, Your Honor, we saw and we have photos of them carrying a tube of what's called stabilized phlogiston. The very stuff of the stars in a tube. Scientists have tried this. They've tried it time and time and time again, and every time, I say every time, it has become a ticking time bomb. This could be no different. Okay, so where's your discovery here? Jokrin hands him a manila envelope. Looks through what looks like some security camera footage from the entrance to the club, and a picture of Glorp clearly holding it aloft in the middle of the dance floor.
Well, not holding it; it was inside of them.
Oh yes, it was inside of them. It was not held aloft. I retract my statement.
The only
But very clearly
the only thing
inside.
that indicated to them was that it was being, with the lights being projected onto the wall.
Yes. Diffracting the very essence of the stars across the walls of this place. And the tube of stabilized phlogiston very clearly visible as it is lit up like the night sky.
I'm gonna just lean in to to Mio here and just be like, they're bringing up the security camera footage. You should lean into the fact that they attacked us violently first.
Of course. No worries.
So, Mr. Mio, do you have any argument against this? Anything to add? Any clarification here that can shed some light on what might be going on with this? Where is this stabilized phlogiston now? Is it in fact stabilized?
This is clearly a misunderstanding and a result of blurry and unconfirmed video surveillance from a random bar. No one can take these things seriously from an establishment where none of this has been confirmed. There are no witnesses outside of defense counsel that say that this substance was on site. And I would direct this court that my clients were attacked violently and forced into acts to prevent serious injury. Namely, one of my clients sustained substantial injury at the outset of this encounter.
Percival lifts up his
No,
shirt
not
to
you.
reveal
Not you.
the bandages.
You were clearly injured later.
Motions to Glorp.
This harmless kindergarten teacher was ruthlessly struck down on a dance floor in front of countless witnesses for no reason. The law allows for self-defense in situations of imminent danger. Not only was this imminent, it was outright and disgusting.
Damn right.
Now, be that as it may, on the topic of this substance, are you denying that the defendants had this substance at the time of the attack?
There is no corroborating witness that shows this substance on
He's
site.
He's good.
Okay. Just for the safety of all of us, do please tell me truthfully. Is it in the room with us now?
Of course not.
Oh fuck.
Can you please roll deception?
Can we not have
No.
just like? I mean, this is why we just wanted to drop it back off at home.
I
Like,
attempt to
it's not-
cast guidance again.
They forced us. Yeah, well, it's gonna be.
Who knows? Courtroom is different than a police station.
That's
Who
gonna
knows?
be a nat 20.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay,
Let's go.
we're okay. We're okay, everyone. We're okay.
He looks so confident.
Listen, this is the hapless heroes over here. Jesse is not.
The
He is-
occasion
he
that
is
I
still-
roll a
he is
nat
still
20 in
pure.
anything is
He is still
absolutely
pure.
unheard of.
Lorp fully believes that they never had the tube in the first place.
Wow. He's so good he
Just
gaslit the person who
deceiving-
was carrying
Deceiving
you half
his
the
own
time.
team.
This is amazing.
We're like all like captivated by the lizard lawyer.
Roxy's gonna get a fat bill.
Not only does the judge believe that we don't have it, but that it never existed to begin with.
It's a gigantic
While
relief
it's-
to
while
know
it's-
that. Sorry.
Oh, just while it's baking in a lizard's multiple bladders. Hopefully, lizard pee is very cold too.
Judge Harrison, I would submit that my client's actions were a direct response to an immediate danger brought by a violent criminal, known criminal organization. As much as the defense may-
Objection! Profiling!
Can we
Mr.
please?
Jokrin,
We know
can you please get off the bench? Mr. Jokrin, sit down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Honk.
Thank you.
the prosecution may say that they are a non-violent criminal organization. But there is documented evidence of the mime organization being both violent and criminal.
So use lethal rounds on us.
They
Now-
did also use lethal rounds on my clients.
Yeah. Now, do you have some previous case law to cite here? Got anything that could advance this along the way, so I don't have to go wake up a clerk at this hour to try to dig up paperwork for what we all know to obviously be true, but that I have to check off these stupid boxes on this stupid paperwork before any of us can go home tonight.
Wow,
I-
system's doing great.
The system's doing great.
Sometimes the system works. Why, yes, we absolutely do have prior precedents of the flotilla versus Schmarghorn. Holds that a person may use force to defend themselves if they reasonably believe they are in imminent danger of bodily harm, which clearly my clients were in imminent danger of bodily harm as they had already received bodily harm.
Now, I just to clarify, who was the first one to be shot?
Well, I was the first one to be shot, but Glorp was the first one to be
Just say
stabbed.
Glorp.
To clarify, Your Honor, the first one to be shot or the first one to be attacked?
Yes, the first one to be attacked. So that did people really bring knives to a gunfight? They do
Yep.
that now. It's
Yep.
and that's incredible.
Security footage. I mean, it shows that they.
Mines,
Yeah,
am
but
I
it's
right?
security
To a
footage
dance
from the
floor.
Blagan Flagon.
Technically, the plasmoid was the first to be attacked.
Okay.
I just wanted to groove.
So plasmoid mix. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate to ask pronouns for ooze, but it's late at night. How should I address you?
They,
Glorp.
them, us, we. Hi, I'm Glorp.
I meant in
teach
terms of
kindergarten.
Dr. Glorp. Dr. Glorp.
Yes, that's me.
This saves us all a lot of trouble here. So I'm fishing for an honorific, and you've just saved me a very awkward moment. So, thank you from the bottom of my black and little heart. So, what was I saying?
You can go home.
Where can you show the court where you were stabbed?
Yes.
Glorp points at the mass of goo that they are.
They are.
Like there's, yeah.
I
Okay.
did administer a stim pack.
No,
to
you did
wounds.
not. Do not steal this valor from me, Choom. I
Oh,
was just gonna say, I administered magical healing to Glorp, so their wounds have closed
Okay,
in the
so
middle of the fight.
thank you for.
on one hand, we have no evidence of the substance, but on the other hand, we have no evidence of the first attack either.
Jam Jam will merge with Mio and Percy, and just say to Mio, make them just play the entire fight.
Your Honor, do we not have video evidence of the entire encounter?
Wait, the same evidence that you just brought into disrepute early in your arguments?
This is true.
Look,
You were just questioning.
All right. Counsel, approach the bench. Jockrin,
no.
Mio, get over here.
This judge.
Can we
is
just have it? Can
idiot.
I just like maybe huddle in everybody and just like whisper?
Yeah,
to them
yeah.
as
Let's
they're walking
see.
up to
So
the bench?
as they're going up, I want to hear what the party is chattering about, since they now have a moment.
All right, how do we think this is going here? I feel like this Jockrin is really kind of a fiery fellow. I'm getting a little scared of him.
I think
He's
they're
a
both
dick.
doing great.
No,
It is pretty cool.
Bro, that's not how this. No, we don't want.
I'm really interested to see the outcome here.
You think they serve
Jam Jam's
popcorn
head
here?
is on
I
the
wish we
table
had popcorn.
with his fins.
I could go for a kernel or two.
It's like a tennis match. It could go either way. It's like back and forth.
I think the
Well,
judge is
I
an
mean-
idiot, though.
Do I have
problem
any
with
sage
that.
advice? Any fatherly advice you want to get? Are we fucked here? Is everything okay? What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're fucked.
No!
All
I
right,
can
break
act
on
out my
3.
injury if they need proof.
Percival exits the huddle sweating profusely.
Percival, just for a clarification, did Percival enter the huddle sweating profusely?
That is undetermined at this time.
Your Honor.
Chew him on your shoulder would just be kind of like absentmindedly wiping a little off the back of the neck and using it to clean some of the blood off of his fur.
Jam Jam, again, still in Mio and Percy's mind, will just say, they can't prove what the vial was if they can't find the vial.
So going up to the bench with both Jockrin and Mio. Okay, Counsel. Look, are we going to use the video or not? Because if we use it, it's going to tell a story. If we doesn't use it, it's not going to. It's going to tell a story. But we can't go half and half here, guys. Mio. The video. Are we going to argue that it's reputable or disreputable?
I would argue that it is existent.
Footage of exactly what happened. The vial is a totally different story.
I don't think we're supposed to talk.
I'm in their mind.
Oh, right. Yes, right. Yeah, okay.
You're right.
Yeah, because that's a racial trait. That's not a spell effect.
It is a racial trait.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's nothing to say that the video is exactly what happened.
Can you see the conundrum I'm in here?
I guess I'm still in this merge as well, Jam, right? I'm going to suggest through the merge then, I'm going to say, listen, we could just use the video, but like if they bring up some sort of vial, we'll just be like, oh no, that's Blorp's like anti-aging cream or something
Ecstasy.
like that. Yeah.
That's just drugs.
No, that's not.
I'm not in the mind thing. I was just.
I don't know. Just,
Can I respond in the mind thing?
yeah, you can respond
Yes.
telepathically.
Without saying
course.
other people would speak out loud, but you don't have to. You're not supposed to.
Without responding out loud, just maybe he has been in this situation before of having a telepath as a client of.
No, don't worry about it. No, we bring it in. It's just another. No, believe me. It's another form of disrepute. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Percival begins sweating harder.
Jim's basically taking a shower at this point.
We have the footage here. If we accept the footage as it is, we clearly have something that appears to be stabilized phlogiston out in the open.
Does it clearly seem to be that? It's there.
Well, okay. In which case, but if we take that, we can also accept that the mimes are the aggressors. Mr. Jokrin, you can concede that they did attack first, but with cause. Now,
What was the cause?
the presence of the hazardous substance, if that was the case. Now, here's the problem: if we dismiss that video, we also dismiss any of the evidence of that first attack. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Because if it did not hit, we must acquit.
My God.
But it did hit.
And our evidence is what?
Use the video.
That it hit. we don't need video to show the clear damage to my clients.
Okay.
They've
so-
already used the video to negate our response. We might as well use the video to show them
No.
shooting us over
I insist to
and
know.
over.
I insist to know. This thing, this very obviously stabilized phlogiston that they brought. What is it? What is it that they have brought?
You're the only one saying that it was obvious.
Well, whether or not it was obvious, you've been in custody since your clients have been in custody since the moment they left the Blagan Flagon.
If it
They
was
would have had
obvious,
no
they
time
would
to
have that on them.
They would have had no time to dispose of anything. So, what is this that is very clearly purported to be on your person?
Blurp raises their hand slowly but surely into the air and then points at it with their other arm and casts minor illusion and puts some bracelets.
No spells in here.
Yeah,
I can't
the
do
spell.
spells in here?
Nope, the spell fizzles as you attempt to
Okay.
cast it.
Well, if I was allowed to cast magic in here, you'd see me making some real shiny dance bracelets in my arm. And then you'd see me make some real shiny fairy lights around the room. Because who doesn't want lights and bracelets when they're dancing? And I wanted to groove.
Clearly,
That's it.
my
You're alleging
client
that this
only
was a
wanted
light
to
show that
groove.
producing from your body.
We were on a dance floor. I was waiting for my pretzel, which I'm still waiting for.
Wait. Pretzels?
Glorp, what are you doing?
Dr.
Glorp?
Glorp, what is this about the pretzels?
Well, we were gonna eat pretzels, but then the mimes attacked us, and then Percy ate the pretzels really fast. So I need to. I guess he's gonna buy us new pretzels. I've been told that part is taken care of, although I still don't have my pretzel.
I'll keep this in my notes. I want to make sure our final disposition makes sure that everybody's made whole on pretzels.
Let's not bicker and argue about who needs to eat pretzels. We're bickering and arguing about who got shot by mimes.
If we're
Okay.
keeping
With the
pretzel
stabbing if I
count,
get my
technically
pretzel.
Choom wants
I
pretzels
would-
without salt.
Yeah, no salt. No salt. Thanks, bud.
Now, I would.
What's the point of pretzels without salt?
I got a sodium thing.
Everyone dies eventually. Don't worry about it.
So, I'm getting a little bit further forward in the stills here, but and he starts. The judge glances at Brew, down, Brew, and then flips through a couple of his sheets. So the goring, that was the thing, wasn't it, Mr. Britzbor? What are you thinking? Is there's a better way to send a message here?
Let me speak for my client. Quickly.
Of course.
The defendant's response was a reflex to a sudden and violent attack, and clearly his state of mind was one of fear and self-preservation.
And I don't even remember.
Don't remember.
No,
Now,
of course you remember.
defense, approach the bench.
Of course you remember, he whispers under his breath.
Sir Mio, just the evidence here, it shows, it appears that Mr. Blitzbor has the accompaniment of some sort of white thing here. You can see it. You can see it in this photo here, this photo here, this one here. What do we got going on here?
Some really well-oiled shoulders.
Well, it's. I would argue that my client has a certain form of enhancement.
Face sickness?
Enhancement. Like, wait, what kind of enhancement? Like a passenger enhancement? Male enhancement?
I
don't
there are no rules and regulations on the
Look,
flotilla.
look, postage needs help sometimes. If you can't enhance your mail, how are you going to get your packages?
Oh, that's what he was talking about.
Correct. But my client is maybe lacking in some areas and absorbed a white substance to enhance himself.
Can I hear him?
There are no laws or regulations on the flotilla to
About ingesting.
restrict these kind of supplements. Nor did they lead to any egregious outpouring of violence.
Is he saying that Brew is juicing?
I think he said you bought
These are natural
a
muscles,
gas station
thank you.
boner pill.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
It's got a picture of like a rhino on it, and tiger stripes.
Oh Lord.
Don't make Brew lose his temper again.
Oh Lord.
This is I would object to the influence that my client made an unlegal attack. This was clearly he was a victim of an initial aggressor and the victim of a unwarranted attack upon his safety, regardless of his personal enhancement regimen.
Okay, so I mean, I've seen people come through my court time and again. Some larger than others. He looks up at, Minotaur. I understand what a Yeah. Minotaur, Dot.
Oh, not
What
me.
an
Not
innuendo.
Brew. He didn't look at Brew. He looked at actual.
Not the Minotaur at
other one.
Minotaur, the man.
No,
Now I'm
yes.
shipping the judge and Minotaur. Let's go. That was hot.
Hang on.
Andator?
He was like
He
some
looked him up
bigger
and
than
down.
others.
Oh,
Minotaur.
No. You are choosing
I
to
caught
perceive
that.
it that way.
I caught
Yes.
that. I see you.
So, I have never seen steroid use expressed this way. It seems like there's another entity at play here. Now, you wouldn't happen to know anything about any sort of possession, demons, need for an exorcism, any of that with these
Absolutely not.
folks? No, there were no forms
No.
signed. No. Okay, fair enough. All right.
My clients have been forthwith with me over the past hour that I have known them.
Mr. Chakran, do your clients have anything to say? I object. That's profiling. Okay, Mr. Chakran, you can sit down.
That was good, Dave.
You don't need that long to deliberate. It seems that all the evidence has been blam! The back doors of the court are kicked open. Father Jack Hayes is striding in, dragging 3 priests behind him.
Oh no.
We heard about the situation, but it's really dire, so we decided we're going to bring the exorcism to you.
Oh shit.
From the bench. Jack, what on earth is going on? What have you brought into my courtroom?
Like I said, I've known these folks for about an hour, and I heard nothing about an exorcism. I'm just saying this in my own defense.
Theo, sit
I
down.
did forget to mention the exorcism. That was the one detail I did forget to mention.
Okay. So, demonic possession. Yes, demonic possession. The Minotaur. Wait, which one? The Minotaur the man or Minotaur the Minotaur? The Are you a bartender?
Oh, I am.
Okay. It's
How did you know that?
significantly apropos.
That was a great
but,
guess.
It's I'm. You have to be, if you're going to be a judge, you have to be very insightful. So
Oh yeah, he seems very insightful.
Oh yeah, you have not proven that isn't at all. That's fine.
no, there's a
He's
reason he's
shaking
on
his head no.
Okay, so how serious it? Yeah, I suppose you wouldn't have brought both shotguns. Okay, all right.
Whoa.
Everybody, help him move the benches. Let him set up the salt circle.
Wait a second. What? Do we have to do this like right here?
Two reasons. One, Jack is not barging into a courtroom on the other side of the raft for no good reason at this hour because he knows I would throw his ass in jail too. Even if he is doing good for the community, I can't let you go barging into my court. I understand.
Mio
You
just
understand
like
the gravity
backs
of
up
the
against
situation.
a wooden wall and goes into like camouflage mode.
Oh no. Motherfucker. He's gonna skip out with this stabilized phlogiston, I hope you know. I'm starting to see that now. He's out of here. The second the door's open again.
I'm open to any number of endings here.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Chakran, get your clients out of here. Your case is obviously dismissed. Like, we know what was going on. You attacked him. There's no evidence of this stabilized phlogiston. Get him out of here. We have a different thing to sort out because it appears there's some sort of demonic influence here. And if anybody's going to get convicted, I want it to be a demon so I don't have to do any paperwork.
As the mimes are leaving, Choom just goes, "Hey, I learned some miming," and just flips them off with 2 fingers.
Oh god.
See you later, bozos.
The one with blood on his shoulder turns around and gives you finger guns.
Percival ducks for cover.
All right, hold some adult onset inspiration for that one. That was fantastic.
Thank you. I love that. Okay, thank you so much for your generosity.
Mio comes out of camouflage and just throws his arms up.
It's a win. It's a win for us.
Yeah, it is, baby. Good job, man. Yo, we need to exchange
Thrown out,
numbers.
like I told you.
I might have a case against
We
the
hold
FUPS, so I'll be calling you.
Yeah, you contact me. I'm always here.
What's actually going to happen if that gets too warm?
That's a great question.
We don't know, John. And
I was
would
going
like
to
remain in blissful ignorance.
I was going to suggest that if we don't want to bring Mio back as a character,
Well, that's what I
we
said.
run out the door and immediately explode.
That's basically where I was. Is do we want to bring Mio back, or do we want to start a trend where we start killing off guests at the end of their arc?
This
My
agency can
only
be
thing was
given-
going to be
let the dice decide.
let the dice decide, and then do I have the wherewithal to ask Glorp, who I have seen to be the chill person, to maybe cast a little bit of chill on me, but
No,
we'll let the dice decide what happens with
Yeah.
me right now. What kind of a save do I need here?
I
Is
want to
that happening
hold
yet?
that
Oh,
thought.
fuck.
Let's hold
Okay,
that
good.
thought.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
we're gonna hang on to that one for now. I like that, but
For the folks out there listening, like we talked way before, like when we released the first episode for season 2, that like when we did begin to start rotating our friends and guests in and out, that we might play around with the idea of like essentially having these like temporary characters that either die in some horrific or other way by the time the story arc is done, or put them on the shelf for later, as we've done in the past with other characters. So the agency is up to the player.
Yes.
He's like, I want the dice to decide, so
Hey.
it shall be that.
It's not like this group's not going to need a lawyer. Often.
There are other lawyers, I'm
seems
sure.
it seems like it was a whole firm of lizards, right? So we're
That's
good.
true.
okay, all right. This case is closed. Jack, all right. You really do need the Minotaur. Seal the doors behind me. Whatever deity, you know what? Take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. And Harris Anderson leaves through the back doors.
Good night.
Thanks.
Turn off the magic
Your honorable
blockers.
judge.
Yeah, and Minotaur leaves behind him.
We're fucked.
Is an exorcism going to work
No.
if they're blocking the magic in here? Because they definitely are doing that. I tried to cast spells.
No. Jack Hayes is starting to get a little bit excited.
Calm down.
No,
Whoa, Father. Whoa.
I know. I'm sorry. We were getting too large of a non-putrescent cartographer's quotient. Too many NPCs. We had to cut things back a little bit.
Love
My
that.
God. This guy.
Love that.
This guy.
Okay. So it's for the best. I'm glad we can get this a little better. So all of you, anybody who's able-bodied, start pushing furniture towards the walls. We're gonna need some space. Does anybody have salt?
I have a lot of sweat salt on my hands from Percy.
I don't know, like any
I've-
pretzel
Percy
salt.
has like 11
Pretzel salt is
pretzels
best.
worth
Does
of
anybody
salt.
have pretzel salt?
Everyone turns to. I turn to Percy and look at him.
Yeah, Percy, do we have pretzel
I've
salt?
broken that down by now. At this point, I don't.
Okay,
There might be some salt crumbs on my shirt.
Okay, no, we need substantial salt. We could have just kept one of those mimes around. I feel like we could have had it. All right, nobody's got salt. Nobody's got a way of getting salt. Sand. Anybody got sand? We need a circle. Ideas.
How's Grease?
I don't know. You came barging into the courtroom ready for an exorcism, and we don't have all the materials.
Will body grease work?
You know what? I'm willing to give it a try. Here, hands you a sticky note. Draw this symbol on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Bigger the better. We gotta put a minotaur in there.
Oh, jeez.
Not the bailiff.
Jam.
The other minotaur.
Jam,
Is it
come
the
here.
symbol of Lord Rel? Out of curiosity.
It is, but with some extra circles, like around the
interesting.
outside.
Some like concentric
Around the
circles or
outside.
whatever.
I'm gonna head over to Jam and I'm gonna show him the post-it and go,
If I grease up your belly, can you just do that cool thing you do where you slide around on your belly and make the symbol? It'd be faster and probably more accurate if you do it.
That sounds gross, but Jam will do it.
So, okay, I just want to... I'm going to regret asking this. I'm going to regret saying this. But I'm going to now, like I'm picturing now, right? Choom is walking up to Jam and literally like rubbing his fur all over his like Jam's belly and just greasing him up. Am I correct to assume this?
Yeah.
Kinda,
So they're touching midsections against each other,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
spreading
Okay.
Jam,
fluid. of
Jam,
some
look at my
kind.
his
eyes.
head, too.
You have to look at my eyes. Don't make it weird, man. Just look at my eyes. Yeah, that's it. All right. There you go. All right.
Now
you
you're
should be
making
good.
it weird.
Wait,
should
look
be
in
good.
my eyes and don't make it weird? Is that what you said?
Yes, and those two in conjunction tell you more about Choom than you learned all episode previously.
Oh, God.
"You are now greased."
Oh, Jam is greased up.
Okay, if you're looking to do this, you've got your slide thing, but you're trying to maneuver it in sort of a way. So like an acrobatics or even a performance, whatever you would want to put a spin on it with, I guess.
Okay, acrobatics is good for me. 11.
I'm being guidance blocked, or else I'd help you out.
Oh my gosh, all right. It's gonna have to do does anybody have any art background? An art teacher, something? No.
I sew at home.
Kindergarten.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you teach kindergarten, so you teach finger painting, right?
Yes.
Good. Can you help them out, please? Because this is remedial level finger painting we got out of.
So
we got
Glorp's
out of
got to
the-
pick
the
up
thing.
Jam and use him like a paintbrush, is what you're saying right now.
No, this is great. I love.
I wasn't before, but I am now.
I love the sound of this.
Yep. 100% that's what's happening now.
I feel like Mio is starting to get a better picture now of like what the fuck is going on in this group, and
Lorcus
okay.
grabbed Jam From behind and like under the arms and lifted him up and will occasionally goes back to Choom and just like rubs Jam's belly on Choom's back.
like Choom is the palate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad I took
Oh,
my shirt
God.
off for this.
That's awful. I love it.
Okay. So we've
I don't even know.
We've gotten our calm back. We've found our center. We're going to do an exorcism. Rack! You hear as Father Hayes pulls his second shotgun out. The
Wait,
one
whoa.
that looks more like a slug shotgun than a pellet shotgun.
Uh huh.
What's the hardware
It has
for,
what
Father?
appears to be 2 stakes stuck to the side of it as well,
That's badass.
just in case.
That's
Okay,
really
this is
badass.
not like how we start the exorcism. That's good. I was gonna like, whoa, we are really escalating this.
No,
way
this
too
is-
quickly.
That is in case
Escalating.
Proxy
These are
shows
safety
up.
precautions. The escalation already happened.
So what do you need Brew to do?
Stand there in the middle and don't die.
Oh shit. Hey Brew, we're here for you, buddy. Whatever you need, don't be scared, okay?
With the symbol.
I
on the
was here
outside
for
there.
a court attendance, so you figure out what you need to do with whatever this is, and I will be outside of the courtroom, and you can
No, the doors are
forward
sealed,
your
man. You're stuck in
payment
here with us.
over.
You are stuck in here with us right
I
now.
literally watched
don't-
us sealing
I
all
don't
of the
know
doors and-
if that is.
Yeah.
Oh, they're sealed. Oh, wonderful. Another God's forsaken procedure here. Wonderful.
Oh God! You probably have some stories to tell, bud.
Plenty.
right. Father Hayes is going to make a couple of checks. Ooh, all right. I like those. So, Brew, I would like you to start with a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. Looking good. It's not looking good. Okay, it's looking okay. 15.
That was a roller coaster. That was an absolute roller coaster.
I thought I had proficiency in Constitution, but I do not.
Okay. So, a faint purple glow comes from the grease on the floor. A faint wave of nausea comes over you very briefly, but dissipates very quickly. Like it was like and then you're back to normal.
Okay.
Father Hayes is pacing outside of the circle.
So Brew just kind of lets out like kind of a little bit of like a belch.
Father Hayes sniffs a little bit. That doesn't smell demonic.
That was probably lunch, but that would be my guess.
Do you eat demonic lunches often?
You said it didn't smell demonic.
I know what I said.
I don't think so.
I just
eat sandwiches.
Generally a righteous food.
Damn right.
But I keep my eye on them.
What constitutes a demonic food? Like
chili.
Devil's food cake.
Devil's food cake.
You'll know it when you see it. I think the young kids call that food porn now.
Whoa.
Disgusting term. Okay.
No, Father Hayes, no.
What's happening?
Just continuing to pace around the outside. So, Brew, can you describe what you've been feeling?
Constipation.
No.
Okay. Nothing else? Nothing of the
Oh, I remember what you guys told me. I don't remember.
Whoa. We didn't tell you that. I mean, like, do you honestly not remember, or do you remember something?
I don't remember.
I feel like your experience that you had come to us to check in on is something of some concern that maybe you would remember something about. We would like to look in on this, maybe get it separated from you briefly so that we can see what it is. But to know that, I have to know the situation. Has this entity spoken to you at all?
I don't think so. I mean, I've heard voices in my head before, but I don't think it's him.
Whoa.
Has it perhaps compelled you to behave in a way you wouldn't otherwise normally behave?
Everyone around Brew is nodding.
Maybe you answer that outside of the confines of a court of law.
I don't remember.
Very good, excellent, fantastic response.
He beams with pride.
We're not on trial anymore.
But we're still in the courtroom.
We're still in the room. There are still cameras here. There are still. Let's leave.
The stenographer stated he's like sitting in the corner.
You do understand that
Just
Lord
see the
Rel
stenographer just like furiously typing about this exercise.
So that meme with the guy playing the burning piano on the beach, like the stenographer.
Yes, okay.
That little keyboard is just burning up right now.
Yeah, we probably should leave.
It's too late. We've sealed ourselves in. We drew the symbol. Like, it's time.
I mean, that's true also. And honestly, Father, I did get a pretty good look. I was on his shoulder during the alleged attacks.
Alleged. Let me state for everything here, alleged.
Yeah.
Self-defense, right?
Yeah.
We've established it's been
So
self-defense.
it looks.
Here, barrister, let me make it easier for you. I hereby declare this room a confessional in the name of Lord Rel. There,
Love
you've
that.
got confidentiality.
Wonderful,
Can
excellent,
we tell me what's
fantastic.
going on?
Hell yeah. Okay, so it was crazy. I actually have been having kind of nightmares about it, but I didn't want to bring it up because I didn't want to be rude.
It happened today.
No, there was no. I'm talking about earlier when we went to the doctor.
On the ship.
Which still
And
happened today.
I
didn't it?
looked at him,
Oh.
and he had this white thing coming out of his mouth, and it had hair on it, and it looked like it was doing its own thing for a second. Brew didn't really know what was going on. It was crazy, and no one said anything because we didn't want to hurt his feelings.
There was an X-ray that we did at the the clinic there at the Our Lady of Wanderers, and they have X-ray footage things that show that there's something wrapped around his spine or something like that. It seems almost kind of ethereal, but not, but is.
Yes, he gestures over at what is presumably the young priest in the group, and they bring over a one of those comically large X-ray films from days of yore that you would hold up to the white light and look at.
I mean, Father Hayes did show up at the hospital at least briefly, right?
Oh,
To
yes.
comfort Brew.
They were more
so he
prepared
knows
than the
what's up.
mimes were.
Yeah, right?
Father Hayes looks pensive for a moment as the DM rolls some dice.
Hey, when Dave rolls dice.
I love when he breaks the fourth wall, though.
Well, I have to at least narrate to the people who would be watching that something that would be
Listening.
plainly obvious there, if they were watching. So since they're just listening, I have to narrate. But that's neither here nor there. So Father Hayes thinks to himself, I don't think this is demonic, but I don't know what it is. This changes the right somewhat. Okay. All right, liquids. Do we have any liquids on hand?
Everyone just looks at Glorp.
Glorp is not liquid.
Or sort of raises their hand, but also only half.
I think they technically are a biological viscous semi-solid, but that's not part of this either. Like a drink. So it's like a water bottle.
No. I mean,
Do any of you hydrate?
I was told there was no
Yes,
food
but
or
it's-
drink allowed in the courtroom, so I did
And
not.
then
bring it.
and then Father Hayes looks at you. No, actually, none of you look like you hydrate. It's
Hey,
well, maybe you.
assumption to make.
Are you saying that our skin looks rough?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
let's be cordial here.
I mean, just
Father.
because the hippo's with us.
Oh shit!
Jam Jam will raise his hand and say, Jam Jam has to pee.
No.
Okay.
Can we not go there?
Do we have anything that isn't a last ditch effort?
Last ditch effort. I look at Mio.
Having many bladders does not mean that I have many liquids on me at any time.
No, I'm talking about the special contents that currently exist, maybe somewhere in those.
Yes, let's maybe get out of here so I can get this out of my body.
I'm now offering to get it out right now. This is a confessional, remember?
Okay, so
We're still in a courtroom. Please.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, but I mean, I
We've
guess
been
legally.
exonerated. Let's please get out of here.
Okay. Father Hayes runs up to the bench and starts grabbing a couple of reams of paper and tearing some of them in half, folding some into some cross shapes and some star shapes, and tossing them around the outside of the outer circle. Okay, so I need every fourth one of these with a couple of drops of some kind of liquid on it. Here. Judge Harrison has some coffee behind his bench. Wow, this is the blackest coffee I've ever seen. How does that man live? Just put a drop of that on every fourth going around the outside. Start chanting some stuff. It doesn't matter what it is. I just need some white noise in the air. I'm trying to distract it. In fact, somebody do something distracting. Over on the side of the room.
You wanted chanting, right? It's a traditional thing of my people.
Good, you did the chanting. Somebody be distracted.
Don't worry about it. It's you want a distraction. Here it is.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Okay,
He's doing it.
who are
and
you trying to distract? Me or
He
You're
asked
distracted.
for
Look at you being
it.
distracted.
He asked for it.
I'm
Brew.
just confused. Should I
So,
sit?
How does Brew feel about having his symbiote severed from him for a brief amount of time? Because I feel like
Is
you
this
would
the
know
DM
that that's what's
asking,
going
or
on.
is this the?
This is
Father Hayes?
yes, is the DM asking what Brew would be thinking in this? Like, are you trying to resist this or go along with it?
Brew hasn't felt this great in a long time. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. He's just kind of going with what's going on right now because he doesn't really understand the symbiote itself. So like he's not sure like really what to do about it. But he's fine with it. Like he's doing good. It just seems to be
along for the ride.
it just seems to be causing everybody else problems. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Stress, consternation.
Right.
That mime's family.
Okay. We're not going to
R.I.P.
separate it from
Mom.
you entirely unless you really want us to, but we're just going to draw it out. We're going to let you decide from there. Does that sound good, Brew?
I mean, if this thing is evil, I don't want it, but I don't really understand it. I don't know where it came from.
Bless
I
your
just want to
heart.
know more.
Okay.
Here we go.
By the power of Lord Rel, I command you, come out. Through the grace of the Lady Shalandria, I order you up. To smite the heathens, I order you out! And he smacks Brew on the forehead.
Ow! Well, that was uncalled for.
And it just like comes out.
And what looks like almost a ghost of the symbiote is blasted 2 feet behind you and is just hovering there.
Yeah, that thing's gross. No
Okay.
offense.
Just like, what is it? Just like long and like almost snake-like to a certain degree? Is this
long
just,
as
like, floating out there?
snake-like. Most of it is coiled, sort of the way it was coiled at the base of his spine. So Father Hayes asks, Brew, when it comes out, what are you feeling?
Hungry.
The symbiote. Is it hunger that drives it, or is it something else? What were you feeling before you lost your memory, before you gored that questionably smart mime?
Allegedly.
I mean, allegedly. I mean, I was watching my friend Glorp get attacked. I wasn't feeling very good in that moment.
Wasn't feeling good, but what were you feeling?
Well, darn shoot, I was angry.
Anger. Turn around, Glorp, and face your anger.
Who? Glorp.
I know, it might sound like say Glorp. Holy crap. My
Glorp just spins in a circle.
Yeah, no. Well,
Yes.
turn around, Brew, and face your anger.
So when Brew turns around, the symbiote kind of like whips with him. So there's nothing behind me when I turn around.
Okay.
No, just turn your head, Brew. Just turn your head. Like, you don't have to turn your whole body.
Well, I have a big neck. It's kind of hard to turn my
Oh
whole,
god.
Yeah, you
whole
do.
head.
You
I'm not like that
and
girl in that movie.
Father Hayes looks at the symbiote. You stay right there. This is a reckoning for you. We'll cast you out if you misbehave like this. Brew. The only way you can deal with this is to face it. Face your anger.
He turns around
Look at the
again,
eye.
and the symbiote moves again.
He was compelled to stand still.
I'm really trying.
All right. So Mike, as a player, are you really trying to not have this encounter with it? Or?
The symbiote is part of me. So I'm trying to figure out how to play this in a way that's, yes, you've compelled him to stay put, but you're asking me to move. So it's kind of that,
and it's moving with you
dichotomy,
because it
right?
is part of you.
So it's kind of hard to like.
I see what you're doing.
Father Hayes' whole point is that he had temporarily separated from you so that you could have a reckoning with it, and just like, hey, the face to face. This is what is becoming.
Sorry, maybe I misinterpreted what was happening. So he's outside of me. He's not still attached to me.
It's projected outside of you.
It's
yes.
like the ghost of it
Okay.
is behind you, not the actual thing, but the ghost of it is sitting there.
Still pretty ugly, though. No offense.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I turn the third time, the symbiote remains where he is.
Yeah, it's
it is.
shaking side to side, almost like it's trying to move behind
Right.
you. It doesn't want to be seen by you. It wants to be repressed as much as you want to repress it.
I'm not sure where you came from, but what's your name? And the symbiote can't speak.
Yeah.
Its energy has been depleted because it's been removed from me. So it can't really.
And you spent all your ki.
Yeah, and it can't really respond. It just kind of starts showing, like, I don't want to say tears, but it almost looks like it's starting to cry. So it's just got this like droopy, mopey face. Oh, the poor thing! What's wrong with it? And he looks at Father Hayes.
Seems to be exhausted, worn out. Like it's had all its energy spent. You've used your anger, haven't you?
Well, I mean, we just got justice, didn't we? I'm pretty excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Now I'm just waiting for
did
that
get
pretzel.
justice. You did get justice. Don't worry about pretzels. That's completely irrelevant. And also, I am not versed in sentience of random spirits, so I will leave you my invoice for my services rendered, and you can contact me if you ever need my services again. Y'all are perfect. Y'all are perfect. You're great. You're wonderful. You're perfect. Contact Mio, the lizard lawyer, whenever you need my services. Whew.
Acolytes show him
again.
out. And he orders sort of his third follower, the not the young priest, not Father Hayes, the old priest, but the red shirt, to escort you back to the door.
Whoa, hold on, buddy, wait. Don't you have to return something to us?
I would really like to. Okay, guys, I would really like to finish with Brew first before I address that.
Leave this thing just like floating in the air right now.
Yeah.
Let's just close that out now.
Yeah. So it's exhausted. It wants to speak to you. Do we have to do this again when it has energy, I wonder. This isn't demonic. Otherworldly, perhaps.
Aliens?
It's what confuses me. Look at the colors here. They haven't changed. This is very obviously not him, but it's also him. It's just Brew. I can separate it out as a foreign entity, but the circle can barely register it.
So how do we stop Brew from goring people?
All right. So, Mike, it is your intention that it is unable to speak to you at this time?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's still crying.
Yeah.
He's an ugly crier. No offense.
You saying that he needs to like meditate on this? That wasn't a monk joke. I promise.
Possible.
How do we? Is it removed from me, or is it just?
This isn't actually it. This is the image of it. Projection.
So he's still inside
The
me.
next best thing. It's still inside you.
I see.
You can confront him like this. Otherwise, how can you look inside yourself if not with a mirror or some sort of image?
That
You
was
cut yourself open?
very metaphorical, and I didn't understand a word of that. But I will take it under advisement to re-energize the being, and hopefully we can talk to it next time.
Another day. Rue, look at me before I let you go.
He stares into your eyes.
Are you going to show up for the next exorcism?
We had every intention of being at this one, but you came to us. It was wonderful. What great service.
5 stars.
We will absolutely do our best to be on time, I promise. And we will absolutely try.
I mean,
Be on
there
time.
was a murder and everything.
Yeah, that was we couldn't control
That's
that.
correct. I'm just going to put a pin here and pause. All right.
Lizard lawyer.
How do we want to resolve the lizard? So first, Mio, make a stealth check for making your exit in a surreptitious fashion.
All right. I would say that he doesn't have any intention of leaving with this thing,
Okay.
but
All right. That changes things. But what
Yeah.
are you trying to do? Like, would you give it back if you were flagged
yeah,
down?
I would
Okay.
absolutely just give it back and just
All right.
be like, give me my money. Services rendered.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
send you an
anyways for
address
us.
you can send the bill right to. Lev's got
All
it.
right. Then, just one last check. Then just make. I'm just fishing for specific rolls here. Roll me a d20.
With what kind of a modifier, friend?
None.
None. Flat.
None. Raw dice.
13.
Raw dice.
Oh no, we were. This was like fishing for once. All right. So you may. So yeah, everything is normal with you now. Chum, you were trying to flag him down, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. Do we Neo, do you respond to Chum trying to stop you as you're
Don't forget,
sitting?
we need our stuff back.
Honestly, I did almost forget because that was one of the most absurd court proceedings I've ever been a part of. So here you go. Meow.
Well,
And
thank
you have this-
you.
It's just like Yoshi tongue outpouring of your vile, just
Gross.
We should probably give
Have
it back to
fun.
Glorp.
And maybe you should not bring that into public into the future. And if you ever need my services, unfortunately, you know where to find me. Okay. Bye.
Thanks, bud.
Slinks out the door.
Like through the top
Such
of
a nice
the,
guy.
like from the top of the door, you know.
shifting into camouflage on his way out the door.
That's cool.
Great.
Yeah, just point at Glorp and point at the thing, and we try to make our exit as well.
Okay. Everybody go home, get rest, brew, and Father Hayes gestures and the glow subsides. With his toe, he smudges the black line of grease, and the forces upon you have gone out. The
Whoa.
projection of your symbiote is gone, and you are released. Okay. That was exhausting. I'm sure it was an exhausting day for you. We've certainly caused enough trouble for everybody. Please
Don't put that on us.
go. just go home, get some rest, and try not to murder anybody on your way home.
Message received. Let's go before something else happens to us.
Father Hayes and his entourage leave.
Well, that was fun.
As we're walking out, Percival pulls out the invoice.
4,000 GP. He said he was going to give us a deal.
It's all right. We're sending it to the government we work for.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. If you like how we do these things, if maybe you're a fan of this new thing we're doing with bringing in guest stars, and by all means, we can find us on the internet. Links nowadays grow on trees, so go to our tree, linkter.ee/haplessheroes, and that'll show you where all of our socials are. There's too many nowadays for me to rattle them all off, except for the really important stuff, like our Discord server. That's the nexus of our community, the hub with which you can meet and greet and chat and hang out with us. We're there on a daily basis. More importantly, our community is there. Plenty of channels, some about D&D, some about not D&D, pets, food, all the best things in life, with people who are probably just as cool as you because they also listen to this podcast.
Yeah, even our special guest, Jesse, is in that server. Jesse, is there anywhere else on the internet that you would like our people to look for you, or do you wish to remain in the dark recesses yourself?
Pluggo space.
You can find Hubris, that has also been featured on the Hapless Heroes, at bandcamp.com/thetruehubris.
There you go, folks. Ooh, listen to some metal.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
If you like metal, or if you really like us, leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. You know where you get podcasts by now, because you're not coming into like episode 39 of the second season of some obscure D&D podcast as your first. That's not how things work. So you know where you are. If you can leave a review there, do that. If you can't, come back to that Discord server like we mentioned about loving us, and go to a channel there. It's called 5 Stars. Leave us a review there. Regardless of where you do it, we're going to find it, because that's what we do. We know life on the internet, looking for people talking good things about us. And we read those things at the end of episodes so we can recognize you as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, go back to that tree of links. There's one there for our Patreon. Patreon.com/haplessheroes if you like to do it through the URL browser that way. We have a variety of different patronage tiers, but the long and short of it is that some of them get you access to our special channel in our Discord for patrons. It gets you access to outtakes, bloopers, some of our earlier special episodes. There's some perks there. But regardless of what level it is, what you're doing is you're helping us to create the ad-free D&D show that inexplicably you love to consume and we love to create, and we love to keep it ad-free so that you can just hang out with us and not have to worry about someone trying to sell stuff at you. So thank you very much for supporting us and making sure that we can continue to bring you a quality, podcast that improves over the years, and just thank you for being with us through this whole journey. Nothing left to do but outro our cast. Starting on my right, we have Percival Floodhest, played by Francesco.
See, I told you, we were innocent this whole time.
To his right, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Good night, everybody.
To his right, we have Brunner Brew Blitzbor, played by Mike.
He's a cutie.
To his right, we have Glorp Gluplup, played by Nicole.
We should really try to drink this goo and just see what happens.
To her right, we have Seb as Choomdaloom.
This system is fundamentally broken. Nice.
Yep. Agreed.
And our special guest, Mio the Lizard Lawyer, played by Jesse.
My client's actions were legally justified, but I didn't expect possession.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master this evening. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you next week. Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.